People dying every day. Why? Bible says.
Oh, right, yeah.
The Bible says.
Yeah, okay.
That's kind of how we
People dying
ground
every day.
ourselves.
Okay, beautiful. So, we find that in Genesis 18:19, men are called angels because they're messengers.
And dying.
Okay.
And dying every day.
So, what's your point against angels?
50,000 people dying
Angels?
every day.
Yeah.
In Islam, we have difference
The people
between
die with the
angels
knowledge.
and the
Bible
humans.
says.
Yes.
The angels are created different, and the humans are created different. The angels, they don't have a free will. The humans have a free will. They are tempted. The humans are tempted. The angels are not tempted. There's no temptation for the
Okay,
angels.
so what's your point?
My point is, if an angel can be tempted,
Yes.
and angels can disobey God,
Yeah.
how can God be tempted?
Because there's a distinction between external temptation and internal temptation. For example, Allah, I will become a Muslim if lightning strikes right next to me. That's a temptation. Allah will not fall through. Yeah, that is a temptation. What is the definition of a temptation?
The devil, like if we go back to the
If
passage,
you can read the passage,
if we go back, let's read the passage together.
you bring up the reference because you brought it up. Okay, so you brought up a passage in the Bible without knowing the reference. So I called upon you. Hold on. So Satan calls upon Jesus to kill himself, correct?
No, to worship him.
No, to kill himself.
No, it is him, worship me.
Okay, so
Worship me and I will give you the earth. I will give you the world.
correct. So, for example, we have bodily desires posed as a
Should
form
you
of
Google it and
worship.
find the reference?
You can get the reference if you wish.
Okay,
I'm
go.
not, because I expect you, as the one to bring it up in an argument. The burden of proof is upon you. This
Oh,
is
you
the
know
courtesy.
the story.
Hold
You
on.
know the
The
story.
courtesy. The courtesy is that you bring the burden of proof.
Yeah.
Now, for example, I'm going to give you the analogy again.
Yeah.
If I tell Allah, I will become a Muslim if He performs a miracle beside me. That is temptation,
Yeah.
but he does not fall into that temptation, thus establishing that it's an external stimuli and not something that he takes, not something that he follows through with.
Yeah.
So I then challenge you in the passage to find where Jesus follows through with that temptation.
No, it's not about following through.
Okay, so then we've established.
I just think like fundamentally it's temptation. Like if the person's not even
Okay.
able to be tempted, like is that a temptation?
Okay, so
Fundamentally.
I can tell.
That's just
Okay,
beyond.
let's just say hypothetically, you're predicated with being unable to be tempted. I can still come up to you and say, "Can you go kill yourself?" That's a temptation, correct? But you are predicated with the inability to
it's
follow.
temptation.
Hold on,
Unless
you're
I'm gonna consider
predicated.
it's not
Hold on,
temptation.
you are predicated with the inability to follow through with that temptation. You could be posed an external stimuli, but you will not follow through with that stimuli. You will not follow through with that temptation.
Obviously, it's subjective. I don't agree.
That is objective. That's an objective fact. How you doing?
No, I think it's subjective.
heaven life.
Okay.
Flower heaven.
Excuse me.
I think
Get
it's
away from the
subjective.
camera. We can discuss about the deity of Christ in a minute, but wait your turn. Have some patience.
Talk to me nicely, okay?
Okay, and then do not disturb the camera. Okay, beautiful.
I know you believe Jesus, but Jesus is not God, brother.
He is God.
He is not God.
He is
God
fu-
created Jesus.
So there is an
God
eternal.
made Jesus.
There is.
Jesus
This is
can
what
talk
happens.
to.
So I'm going to discuss with you afterwards. I'm having a fruitful discussion with the brother here. Wait your
I
turn.
know
Get in
how you
line.
believe.
Now you're going to show me the passage.
Jesus is God, man. You will never get
Yeah, I'm
Jesus
going to
is
show you
God.
a passage.
Okay, so
So Matthew.
yeah, Matthew 4:1 to 11.
Matthew 1:11. Yeah.
So you're going to demonstrate to me in the passage where he follows through with that temptation, correct?
No, not follow through.
Okay, so then why can I
The
tempt? I can
situation-
tempt Allah, can I not?
No, you can't.
Okay, so what's the definition of temptation?
Temptation, you are put in a situation
Yes.
where you are told to do something.
And does Jesus do that thing that he's told
No,
to do?
but how
And
can we be
can I tell Allah to do
Can
things?
the devil be?
Can I pray for Allah to do miracles? Then I will become a Muslim. I can, but you know what? Allah will not do.
That's not
Oh,
temptation.
beautiful. That is temptation, which is posed in the passage. Do you know what happens to Jesus? Satan tells him to do X. Jesus does not follow through with X.
Obviously, I'm not trying to debate. I'm just general.
Okay, so again, I'll go back to my analogy.
Yeah.
You are predicated with the inability to be tempted.
Okay.
I can still come up to you
Okay.
as you are a human person, you
Yeah.
can be interacted with. You're a social being.
Yeah.
I can still come up to you and say,
Yeah.
you can
But
kill
with-
yourself.
But then with your argument, you're saying that Allah is predicated with the ability to be tempted.
The inability.
The inability.
The inability.
So then you can't tempt him.
So, but can you go up to him as a person?
cannot tempt
Let's
him.
establish.
No,
Okay.
If
wait.
he
And
doesn't
how
have
can
the
ever
ability to be
God-
tempted, then you're not tempted.
Because you can pray to Allah, can you not?
yes.
And can I pray to Allah, although it will be invalid? Allah, I will be a Muslim
Yeah.
if you perform a miracle.
But that's never going to happen.
Okay, beautiful. So you can pose a temptation which Allah will not follow through with. Because Allah
argument.
has righteous judgment. Now demonstrate how this analogy is not analogous to the concept which the brother is posing as an argument against the deity of Christ.
What's his
No,
argument?
God is powerful.
God is all
Listen,
powerful,
God
but
is
that is a
powerful.
predicate
Listen.
described of the whatness
Let's
of what
listen-
God
let's
is.
listen to each other. God is powerful.
Yes.
Yeah? God and the devil can never come together. Yeah. What situation? What kind of situation is that kind of situation?
Now you're
where-
just appealing to
where-
emotion.
No.
You're just saying, I believe or I feel that Allah should not come down
No, listen
as
to me,
the
listen.
God man
Before
and be
listen
presented
to my
with
state-
Satan talking with him.
Listen to my statement. When I finish, maybe you will understand it, then
Okay.
you can reply back. Yeah? But if you cut me off in the middle of it, you might not understand where I'm going, what point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is, firstly, let's read the passage.
Yeah, we can read it. And I want you to show me in the passage where he follows through with this temptation.
No.
Okay,
No.
so define what temptation means.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
read the
find a
passage.
Google
together.
with the dictionary.
Okay, so the dictionary of what temptation is. Then
Matthew,
we have to
Matthew,
actually outline what the disqualifier of this passage demonstrates how he is not God in this passage.
of Yeshua.
Matthew 4,
1 to 11, yeah? Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil.
Okay.
Yeah?
This
And
okay.
he-
So tempted, he has
Let's-
proposed
let's
a
read- let's
temptation.
read the
No,
passage.
we're reading this one by
let's
one.
read it
So
together.
Jesus is
we
posed
can
a
discuss
temptation.
point by point
Okay.
after we read it.
Okay, we'll
Let's
read
read
it.
it all together.
Yeah, we'll read
and
it.
then after, point by point, we will
Go
discuss.
for
We'll
it.
try to talk about it after that. Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, God fasting.
Yes.
God fasting. Why God is fasting?
So God is fasting because this is an experienced predicate in his human nature.
What experience? We're making like this, like a. Come on, God.
Wait, I thought we were
God-
reading the whole
God doesn't-
passage.
God
Now,
doesn't-
now you're showing the inconsistency in how you're a hypocrite. Because you said that we're going to read the whole passage and we're not going to interrupt
No,
the
no, I didn't-
reading.
I didn't
So
call
why
you-
are
I
you
didn't
doing the
call
exact
you-
same thing
I
then?
didn't call you a big
Okay, so now you're being a hypocrite.
No. I didn't accuse you of hypocrisy.
Well, now I am.
I just reminded you when you.
Okay, then read the full thing then.
Okay, let's read.
Because now you're just appealing to emotion that it does not
Okay,
befit
let's
Allah's
not
majesty
go
to be
this
a become a
attitude. Let's
person.
not go this attitude. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to.
I'm not either.
I'm not here to fight. So we're here to show each other the truth, and the truth is what
Yeah,
the Bible says.
I'm
the
trying to
truth will set
demonstrate
us
to you
free.
the truth, but you know what? Do you know how I do that? I be brutally honest with you because I, as a human being, has loving to you as a brother in humanity, and I want you to seek salvation in the one true church established by Jesus Christ.
Our point here, our discussion, is we're not debating firstly. We're having a discussion. We're having a conversation. Okay? That's not.
Well, you initially came here with an attitude. You said that Jesus cannot be God.
No.
What's it say?
There's a
Change my
statement
mind.
there.
Jesus
It's
is God.
My friend, I
Change
just said
my
to
mind.
my friend, change my mind, and I said, are you willing to be changed? So
If you present me an argument I have not heard
that's right,
and
that's
how I
right.
am already
So
refuted.
You made the proposition, so I've just come to have a conversation with you and a discussion
Yeah.
with you.
So when you
if your
change
mind can be
wait,
changed.
so when you're changing someone's mind, you're engaging with polemics. Okay.
What
So
does
let's
that
not.
mean?
Polemics
Big
is an
words,
attack.
I'm not, my English
Polemics
not
is
my first
defined,
language.
and my apologies. Polemics is defined as attacking one's position. You're attacking my position, so ultimately I will change my mind. You're presenting me with an argument I have already heard, and do you know why? Because external temptation and not following through is not a disqualifier for being God.
the
Just
whole
as much.
position- the
Hold
whole
on.
position-
Just
the whole
as much.
position-
And I invite you again to read the whole passage. Read it,
Okay, let's
because
read.
now you're complaining.
Let's read. And this is salvation. What we're looking for is for us, for God to find the truth.
Which
to
is
be
in three
saved-
persons, Son,
to be
Father, Holy
saved-
Spirit.
To be saved from hellfire
Yes.
and to go to heaven. That's our whole point of discussion. Our point is not here that I'm a Muslim and you're Christian and
It
I
is.
hate Christianity.
Because under what
No, no, no,
paradigm,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
because
listen,
under
listen,
what
listen.
paradigm are you saved? Because
friend.
let's not tic-tac around here. Let's not play around the bush. You understand? We are arguing under what paradigm will we be saved? Will we be saved under the pretenses of Christianity or Islam? Now,
Yes.
personally,
Yes.
I vehemently disagree with Islam, and so do you with Christianity, because you are disenfranchised by the idea that a person, a human person, can be God, which is prescribed in
No,
Scripture.
that's a different point. Another point. That's another point. The point I was trying to make here is our discussion here.
Yes.
Salvation. How we can find.
Okay,
the
so then
truth,
read the passage.
How we can find the truth. No,
Okay, then
be
read the
respectful.
passage.
No, be respectful. Be respectful. Let me make my point. I let you speak, and I give you an opportunity to speak, to finish what you want to say, and then I try to speak to you after. So I'm trying to deal with you in a respectful manner. So I'm older than you also, so give me a respect also, and let's behave with each other in a respectful manner, and let's not be here to fight each other and to argue with each other, and just for the sake of argument and for the sake of fight. We're not here for that. We're here to share each other with the truth and to show each other the truth, and the truth is what is important for us. Christianity and Judaism both come from Middle East. Christianity and Judaism come from Abraham. It's not from Somalia. It's not from England. All the way from there it came. People brought it. We liked it. We saw it is the truth. We've accepted it. But now if we see it's not the truth, but something else is the truth.
Okay, now you're
for
preaching,
us-
so let's read the passage.
For us to find, be respectful. I'll be respectful. I want to have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm being respectful.
I'm not here to fight. I'm here to have a conversation.
So
and discussion.
there is a distinction between having a discussion
I'm here,
and
I'm
preaching.
here, I'm here.
So don't preach to me,
No,
speak
no.
to me,
No, no, no.
and read the
My
passage.
friend, be respectful. Be respectful. Our engagement.
Our engagement necessitates that you read the passage so we can continue the conversation about the deity of Christ.
Our engagement is a good engagement with respect and good manners. Yeah? We're not here to fight each other. We're not here just for the sake of arguments.
Okay, then
So
present
let
the
me-
argument, read the verse. Read the verse, and then I want you to show me in the passage where Jesus follows through with that
I'm trying
temptation.
to stop you from making this one.
What, from
into
reading
an
the
argument.
passage?
And in a
I'm
very-
not going to argue.
I'm here. I'm
I am
trying
not going to
stop
argue with you.
I'm trying to
Very
stop you.
simply,
I don't
want.
really.
I don't want to
really
play
like
around with the
some of-
bush.
some of the
I don't want to
attitude.
play around with the bush. You may not like my attitude.
I don't
but
like the attitude of people.
Okay,
You might have seen
that's
videos
fine.
and you might have seen across other people how they behave and what they do, and you might imitate that kind of situation. But for me, I've made the decision
Yes.
that if I'm gonna have any interaction with anybody, I'm gonna have a good interaction. What is important for me
Yeah, and a
is-
good interaction
listen
is when
to
you
me.
bring the
Listen, I'm
evidence
speaking,
and you
I'm
read the
speaking.
passage.
When somebody's speaking, learn to listen to it.
Because
Okay,
did
no,
you
no,
not?
no, listen to me speaking.
Because did you not initially say that we're going to read the whole passage, not interrupt each other? So read the passage,
Alright.
and I want you to show me, because I want to establish this thing first.
Alright.
A disqualifier of the deity of Christ
Okay.
is where Jesus follows through with this temptation.
No, it's not
Okay,
following
so
through.
can you
That's not my
show
point.
me the disqualifier
No.
in me tempting
Okay.
an external temptation
Okay, let's read the passage.
God?
Let's read the passage.
How is that? No,
Let's read the passage.
identify the disqualifier.
The disqualifier here
Yes.
is how can a devil, evil spirit,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
How can he ever come close to God and tempt God and ask God to worship
Did Jesus
the
worship
the
God?
devil? How can you ever ask
Did
God?
Jesus worship God?
He was expelled from heaven. Was he not expelled
Did
from heaven?
Jesus worship him
No,
as God?
was he not expelled from heaven?
Okay, so then
I'm
this-
asking you a question. Can you answer my question?
Yes.
Was he
Satan,
expelled from heaven? Huh?
Jesus did worship God, yes.
1 minute,
Okay,
brother.
no, I'm
No,
asking
you
him.
didn't listen.
He
You
showed
didn't
me.
listen.
Now you're
No,
interrupting
you
me.
didn't understand, brother. No, that's not.
Okay.
We're talking about something else.
Jesus
now.
is God.
We're talking about something
He is the second
Brother,
person of the
no,
Trinity,
no.
eternally,
Let's not go
eternally
there.
begotten by the.
We're talking to each other.
Isa
Brother,
is the prophet, is the
brother,
son of God.
we're trying to have a conversation. Try to join us. Listen to us.
Really, a
first.
son of God
Try
in
to
Quran chapter
understand.
43,
My
verse
friend, I'm speaking
18,
to you. I'm
is
speaking.
worthy of worship
How
according
many
to
people do you
Muhammad.
want to speak to?
So do you worship?
How many
Do you
people do you
worship
want to speak to?
Jesus? Wait, so why then, if you're saying he's the son of God, why in Quran chapter 43, verse 18, does it say to them, O Muhammad, if Allah had a
Christian
son,
Bible says he's the son of God.
yes, but he is also fully God.
Okay. So in
Because
the
he
Christian-
possesses,
in the Christian Bible,
he
it says
possesses,
he is the son of
because
God,
the
right?
Son of God, the eternally begotten Son, the Word, possesses the divine substance.
He's the son of God. Look, he says it himself.
But he is the one being
He
of
says
God.
it himself.
Yes,
The
I
Almighty
agree.
says it himself.
I agree.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the passage. Let's go back to the passage.
Okay, read the passage then, sir. But I want you to demonstrate the argument where ultimately. Okay, we'll read.
Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, afterwards he was hungry, or being hungry.
God can be hungry, yes.
I don't know what God is. Now when the tempter came to him,
Yes.
he said to him, if you are the Son of God, command that these stones become bread. But when he answered and said, it is written, man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded from the mouth of God. Then the devil took him into the holy city, set him on the pinnacle of the temple, and said to him, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge.
Wait, it's Jesus' angels?
Huh?
He said his angels.
No, God. He should. Okay, let's move on.
Wait, it's his angels.
Who's angel?
Read the passage again.
Okay. So this is the devil speaking. It's not Jesus.
Exactly.
Speaking.
So where does Jesus in this passage? And I want, because the disqualifier is, and I want you to agree, Jesus falling through with the temptation. Okay, read it then.
We haven't finished. Jesus said to him, it is written again, you should not tempt the Lord your God. Again, the devil took him up on the exceedingly high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory. And he said to him, all these things I will give you. God, devil offering the kingdom of the world to God.
Because Satan is a jealous God.
Who does the kingdom belong to?
Because
who does the kingdom belong to? Does it belong to God or does it belong to the devil?
Does the devil?
No, who does
I'm answering your question.
Okay.
Are you interrupting me?
Go ahead.
Satan is jealous. He wants to become like God. He wants to become God.
Okay.
That is the narrative posed in the Old Testament.
Okay.
That is why you find Satan trying to tempt Jesus, who is God, but worshipping him as God.
Does the devil not know that it belongs to the kingdom belongs to God?
He does, but does he want to become?
How can he
Hold on.
then
Does
offer God what already belongs to him?
Because does Satan lie?
No, it's not about
Wait,
lying.
is Satan ontologically evil?
He's evil.
Yeah, okay, so he's evil. Does Satan lie?
Yes.
Does Satan want to become like God?
No. Okay.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't want
he
to become
does.
like God.
Why in the Old Testament according to the Bible, why is Satan, Lucifer, a fallen angel?
Okay.
What did he do?
Okay.
Satan
arrogant.
He was jealous.
He was arrogant
No,
and jealous.
yes. So he was jealous of
arrogant
God.
and jealous.
So he was jealous of God.
He disobeyed
He
God.
wanted to become. Hold on, that is the Quran. He wanted to become like God.
No.
He lies. He does. He wants to become like God.
No,
he
was
lies.
jealous of Adam. He
No,
was jealous
that
of
is the
Adam.
Quran. That is Quran chapter 2 verse 34.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Bible.
What does the Bible say?
The Bible says he's jealous.
Jealous
He
of
wants
what?
to be jealous of God.
Okay.
And he disobeys God's commandments.
Okay.
So, Satan lies.
Yeah.
That is what you find in the passage.
Okay.
Satan wants to become like God.
Okay.
So he tries to tempt Jesus Christ to bow down to him because he wants to establish himself as a deity. Now, what is the disqualifier of this passage which would show that Jesus is not God?
The disqualifier is
Yes.
God, the kingdom belongs to God.
Yes.
God knows that the kingdom belongs to him.
Yes.
The devil knows the kingdom belongs to God.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So the devil cannot offer what doesn't belong to him.
He's
He
lying.
cannot, no, listen to me. Listen
Satan
to me.
is.
We're not talking
you
about lying.
literally said that.
We're not talking
hold on.
about lying.
You literally
We're not
said.
talking about lying.
You said a minute ago, Satan can lie. He can deceive.
Listen to me.
He
He's talking to God. You're
Wait,
claiming.
Is Jesus?
You're claiming
hold on.
Jesus is
Is
God.
Satan the best of deceivers?
He is, but he only deceives human
so
beings.
he will
doesn't
deceive.
God. He cannot deceive God.
He will try to deceive God.
He cannot deceive God.
He can try to. There's a
He
distinction. He can try to.
He cannot.
Okay, he can try
He
to.
cannot try.
He can try to.
No. Come on. Huh?
You disagree.
I disagree with
because he is
God
showing.
being tempted
I
by
am.
the devil.
I am trying to
Devil
challenge
are
him.
offering
I am
the
challenging him
kingdom
on
to the
recording.
God I can't accept that.
I
can't
am
understand
okay.
That.
So you can't
let's
accept that.
continue the passage.
Okay,
Let's
and I
continue
want
the
you to
passage.
show me, because honestly, you are not demonstrating a successful argument which would reject the deity of Christ. Show me in the passage, please,
continue.
where Jesus
We're trying to
follows
talk-
through.
Well, no. It's not about the following through.
Yes, it is.
how can
Okay,
you be
I'm
tempted?
tempting Allah. Allah,
No, you cannot
if
tempt
you
Allah.
commit a miracle,
You can't.
I will become a Muslim.
You cannot.
Am I tempting Allah?
How can?
Am I tempting Allah?
No.
Am I tempting Allah?
The devil and
Am
God
I
can never
tempting
come
Allah?
together.
Am I tempting
can
Allah?
never have anything to
Am
do
I
with
tempting
Allah.
Allah?
You can't.
Am I tempting Allah?
can't.
Am I tempting Allah? Am I
Alright.
tempting? Answer my
Alright,
question.
we'll talk again
Am
another
I
time.
tempting? I
We'll
want you
talk
to
again
answer my
another
question.
time.
Am I tempting Allah?
My friend.
Am I tempting
Here,
Allah?
God getting hungry, God fasting,
Yes.
God being tempted
Yes.
by the devil,
Yes.
the devil offering the kingdom to God,
Yes.
offering the kingdom
Does
to
Jesus
God,
follow through?
which already
Does
belongs.
Jesus follow
No,
through?
God knows.
Does Jesus
God-
follow through?
Okay, my friend.
Does
we'll talk
Jesus
again
follow
another
through?
time. We'll talk
Does
again another
Jesus
time.
follow through?
Good talking to you. We'll talk again another time. I didn't ask your name.
Yeah, it's a pretty bleak, to start us out.
I didn't ask your name. What's your name?
Junior.
Junior Muhammad.
Nice
Good
to meet
speaking
you.
to you. Good speaking to you.
So we see in the recording, right, that ultimately the argument that which would work to demonstrate Jesus is not God is if Jesus follows through with the temptation posed by Satan. Jesus does not follow through. I can show you how I can tempt the deity of Allah, and this is not a disqualifier. Thus demonstrating that in order for the Muslim brother to show that Jesus is not God, he would have to demonstrate where Jesus follows through with that temptation, which he refuses to do. Now, to the recording, I am acting in a very bleak tone because I do not want to tap around the bush. Jesus is God, he is failing to change my mind.